talking to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of friends and mamas. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Great.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Smith. That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Seahawks had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Line.
Running left is Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field. He's got him on complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10.
Hey, Silver.
Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are once again back in front.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always stop.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Again, that's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's taken to the 26. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
73.
They run out of the gun with Swift. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Now they can't bring him down. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Here's Smith. And that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, Smith. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Geno on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
Hey, here we go, Sunday.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Hey, we go, son.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 73.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, go flip her up. Hey, along.
After the interception, here's Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 3 on left. 13X.
Now Geno. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. Honors the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Pushing his way through. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and a couple. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Gino is going to get this complete to Walker. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Hey, here we go, here we go. Hey, let's go, Wednesday.
Geno now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Here we go.
Smith now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. This is the tight end Fant. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Myers' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is intercepted. Julian Love picks it. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Swift going to try it. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They'll try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Escapes the defender. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Smith on first down. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Taking it right down Broadway. And touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side Swift. And the defense closes quickly there, and we'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
53.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd down.
Sunday.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 45.
Harvey got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And Walker once more.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Smith. Throw out wide to Walker.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Smith to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Myers' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, So time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Brown. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
We all just got a heck of a show, Carter. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort.